emo hair. What's up, ChavezzSlovakia? It's your boy Chavez here, back again for another unexpected.
Look.
Yeah.
Okay. This is yesterday's makeup. My legs hurt from leg day, and I'm full of rage.
Yeah.
Start the video.
Is that you ready to tell me to not do the intro?
Yes.
Internet historian is back
God.
again unexpectedly. My wife is a little upsetty spaghetti. How you doing, Skidden?
Not good.
What's wrong with you?
Things are bad.
You wearing the guillotine earrings
Yes.
and trying to tell us something?
Absolutely.
Snip, snip. Internet historian does not give us much leeway before these videos come out. They kind of just jump scare you, like with what Skidden did.
It wasn't a jump scare. You should have felt the rage boiling within me like a magma flow.
That was pretty good. Yeah, what are you, like a poet or something? Huh? Magma Flow by Skidden.
Failed English major. Another reason I'm full of rage.
Yeah,
They keep emailing me about these damn student loans. You're not getting it.
All right, conspiracies. What's your favorite one? Because I like hearing conspiracies. I don't like feeling conspiracy or conspiratorial.
Yeah.
When I was growing up, the Bermuda Triangle was one that all of the adults committed to.
Is that a conspiracy?
Dude, it is such a huge conspiracy, and people will just lie about it.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it so much fun.
Yeah.
One that I used to like growing up also was the pyramids, because for me, I was like, look at all these big things we have today. And everybody, all these experts are saying that we can't build the pyramids, and I could never figure out why that we could build skyscrapers but not put rocks together in a triangle. And experts would just lie about it.
Yeah.
Experts would just lie about we could never do the precision that they have today. They just lied.
Yeah.
And that's what makes a good conspiracy, is having people willing to lie to your face about it to keep up the game. All right, let's do it. Hopefully they talk about Cat Williams. Wait a minute, it's Internet historian. There's no way he talks about Cat Williams.
I was gonna say, do you think Internet historian knows who
He
Cat
has no
Williams
idea
is?
that he missed out on a large portion of this video. That was the viral sensation. That was Cat Williams on Shannon Sharp's podcast, talking about all the conspiracies that Black people think are true.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are definitely the other kind of conspiracies. I'm not gonna hear Illuminati one time in this video.
NordVPN by YouTube brought Conspiracy.
By what?
NordVPN by YouTube brought.
It's a British thing. What did he say? YouTube bra.
It sounded like he said YouTube Raw, and I was like, that sounds like a porn website.
I thought he said YouTube rot. YouTube brought?
NordVPN by YouTube brought.
All right, just
Conspiracy.
Okay.
Conspiracies.
Conspiracies. What are
Birds are fake.
Sure. That's a good one.
What are conspiracies?
Yeah, these are
They're
good
trying
ones.
to make the frogs gay.
What are...
Chemtrails!
Look, all I want to know is, what are
What? What
Wait
is
a minute. Are they making the green M&M less sexy?
Oh my god. Oh
That's
my god. Oh, shit.
Oh, they got him. They snatched him up.
Yes.
He's figured it out.
I'm not a big conspiracy guy, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I kind of just like the little ones that don't really matter.
Give me an example.
I recently was grocery shopping and I bought a limited edition detergent that was wild berry scented.
Okay.
I opened it and started using it right away. And every time I clean the dishes now, I think, wow, that's a delicious wild berry scent.
Yeah.
But then I had to go to a hospital, right? And it just stinks like chemicals. And it's like, we have the technology to make cleaning things that smell delightful.
Right, yeah.
Yet you go to the hospital and it smells like cat piss.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
That is a good point.
This is like... This is like when you get two of your uninformed, really passionate friends together and they just start saying stuff.
Yeah.
And I really like that vibe for this.
Yeah.
Like, it's just cheaper. This is it. It's just cheaper. And also, those things have allergens in them.
Right.
And so if you're allergic, your life is now miserable. So they go with just chemical flavor because that's easier.
What else have you got?
So when I was a kid, my sister had been to like a party with glow sticks.
Right.
Oh,
And so she put a bunch of them in the freezer because she had heard that if you
I've
put a
heard that.
glow stick in the freezer, it stays glowy for longer.
Yeah.
I think that's not true.
It does. No, it does. It slows down the chemical reaction.
Nah, there's no chemicals. It's just little green goblins. I'm telling you, with their
Little
little torches.
green goblins.
So I'm a kid, right? And we used to have, like, ice blocks. I don't know what
Oh, I know exactly where this is going. How
no.
many did you drink?
Just the one. But I go into the freezer.
the
I go,
one?
oh, wow, that must be some new thing. And I get some scissors from the kitchen. I snip it off. And I drink it down.
So you were an idiot.
What in color was it, and what flavor?
It was a reddy purple. It tasted like soap, but it was spicy like Tabasco.
Wow.
Does that make sense?
I can confirm that is exactly what a glow stick tastes
You
like.
tasted glow sticks? You're dead ass. You've had glow sticks?
Not intentionally, but yes.
How do you unintentionally eat a glow stick?
I used to put a lot of things in my mouth. I used to just chew on things. Pens,
Why?
pencils,
Why?
glow sticks,
Stop.
paper. I just...
And you never once thought, like, maybe not the stuff with the chemicals in it.
No.
How many of you guys have eaten glow? I've never eaten a glow stick. How many guys have you eaten glow
I
sticks?
didn't, like, eat it. I just, like...
Then what happened after it went in your mouth?
I was just,
You
like...
swallowed it. You ate it.
I was chewing on it.
Yeah, like a snack.
And then, like, at some point, you chew on anything for long enough, like, it's gonna fucking burst.
Uh-huh.
So then, like, they got, like, little puncture holes in it, and then I was like, this went from tasting like plastic to tasting like spicy soap.
Soapy Tabasco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
So
terrible.
you ate it.
I didn't eat it.
How'd your tummy feel
I
after?
spat it out.
Did it make you feel all woozy?
No.
You didn't tell an adult, did you?
No, of course not.
Oh yeah, no, that's good. Yeah.
Now, here's where the conspiracy comes into it, right?
Uh-huh.
My sisters are running around screaming in circles, he's gonna die! He's gonna die! Oh no! My mum's on the phone with like a poison control hotline or something, being like, my son just drank a glow stick.
They just go, you're the worst mother in the world.
This is your fault.
I hope you made plenty of nice arrangements for the funeral, man.
Damn.
There's no point making a closed casket. He'll just glow right
Oh
through.
my god.
Put him in the freezer. He'll last longer.
But yeah, so here's the thing, right? They're saying, you can't drink glow sticks, they're toxic, you'll die, etc. The poison control people, their solution was, I had to gargle ice cubes. Not to neutralize the chemicals, purely to get rid of that spicy, annoying sensation.
Yeah.
So here's the conspiracy. I drank a glow stick. 0 adverse effects.
Yeah.
Nothing happened. So they've been saying, no, don't drink glow sticks, they're bad for you. They'll make you sick. But I could have sworn I could see in the dark. Nothing bad happened.
So nothing bad happened.
They put the disclaimers up like, we are not messing with this, dog. This video is going to be full of those.
Right.
Soapy,
With a hint of Tabasco.
wild
Yeah.
berry.
Wild berry.
Yeah.
Oh my god, maybe it was a wild berry. Maybe that's what. Oh my god. You don't think.
No, it couldn't be. No, it's just going to be.
That's a conspiracy. You're
Surely.
I do have
You're just
a
making it up
theory
for attention.
about this, by the
Okay.
way.
About glow sticks?
About stuff like this in general. Insofar as, because people, me, this person, he's a bit dumber than I was, right? But I was still also pretty dumb for chewing on a glow stick. But because manufacturers have to account for the stupid denominator of people, right? They have to make their stuff less toxic than like it would typically be, That's what I think.
Okay.
I think that like all the stuff they're like, don't eat it, and like you shouldn't eat it, right? It's gonna hurt your tummy, but it probably won't kill you because they have to make it so that it won't kill you because people are stupid.
Okay.
For kids specifically, though, only for kids.
That's a conspiracy. Yeah.
Only the kids stuff, like
Right.
bleach. Obviously,
Yeah, there's a lot of
bleach is bleach.
there's a lot of things that you can't eat that they tell you don't eat, so don't eat it.
I mean, I'm not
Period.
saying to eat
No,
things,
don't do it.
but I'm just saying
It's
like,
not safe.
like the kids
It's
stuff,
not.
you
It
could
isn't.
probably eat it and
No,
be
it's no.
mildly.
She's making
okay.
that up. Just check your labels. Call your doctor. Do not ask her. Absolutely not.
Yeah, I think
Don't
totally
just-
fine.
Yeah, don't do it.
Like if you eat a baby wipe, like will you
Do you
die?
remember like those kids like toys that had like the lead paint?
Yeah, but that was forever ago.
That just happened.
That was like a long time ago.
Alrighty.
Unless you're ordering your stuff from Shein. I wouldn't eat anything that you got from, like, Shein. The toilet buttons are
Oh,
right.
I've been wanting to talk about this for a while.
Oh, because
Why?
of the different water levels?
Yes.
I think there is no standard for what the big button does and what the small button
Okay.
does.
Now, I'm going to need you to elaborate on that.
So, okay. Very often, people go number 1. Less often, people go number 2. So,
There's like one guy in this comment section who's like, I just learned something.
Right.
I need to go to the doctor.
the big one is the one that's frequently pressed.
Right.
Because it's the big one. It's the
big
one
one.
that everybody aims for, right?
Yeah.
So that should be the small flush.
I feel like...
Ah, exactly. Now look at this one.
No, don't misconstrue me. I think you're an idiot.
So you're telling me that the small button gets pressed more often than the big button?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Yeah, it's not so simple, is it?
I understand your
Yes.
logic, but I think it's built on a weak predicate. You're conflating big with important, when in this case, big means
Big.
Right.
and that it's the big flush, it's the full flush, and the small means half flush. It's a
Now, you're telling me that this button gets pressed 5 times as often as this one on the left?
I know.
I don't believe it. So what I'm saying is that across all toilets, there is a non-standardization. Look at this.
Okay.
Which one is it?
It's 1 water and 2 water. One
Right.
is less water and one is more water. It's
Right.
not, like that's so clear to me.
That one's
Wrong.
more clear.
1 big drop for solids, 2 smaller drops for liquid.
Which one is it?
The one on the left is the half flush, and
Right.
the one on the right is the full flush.
Right.
Which one's the bigger one? You don't know. I don't know. Nobody knows. Only the plumber.
The one on the left is the full flush. The one on the right is the half flush. Yeah, go on. Give us another one. This is easy. I can do this all day.
He said I could do this. He said I could do this all day. He's so confident. That's
Now,
so
is it?
funny, bro.
The one on the left is the full flush, and the one on the right is the half flush.
I disagree.
Maybe you
That
just
doesn't
don't
make
have
any
an eye
sense.
for it.
I think this is like gold like the sun, so it's P.
Yeah.
And then dark like the moon, so it's
Wait, I
the
would think that
darker
the
stuff.
left one would be the half flush.
I would think that the left one's the half flush, the right one's the big flush.
Right, because the left one is skinnier.
This is actually a great example of bad design. And we have a passion in this house for bad signage.
Yeah.
And if you ever come across a bad sign, send it our way. We will complain with you.
Yes. Because all the other ones I agreed
Yeah.
with him on, but this one I fully disagree.
I see what you're saying, but left is small, big, the right is big.
I also have a gripe with these particular flushing mechanisms.
Because
They are not good for people with nails.
Yeah, she's depressing with
I
her
have to,
tongue.
like,
How do you feel about that?
that's
She got to put her
disgusting. That would
mouth
be
on it.
disgusting.
And it's all your fault, Big
That would be
Pharma.
disgusting. But I do have to like jab my nail into it.
Maybe we can get you like
and
a
then just
special
like push as
pokey.
hard as I can.
Maybe it's like a special pokey thing. You
Yeah.
like plunge it or
Because
something.
I can't fucking do it.
Yeah.
Why is it red?
What if we just had one button,
Okay.
and instead we used AI to determine how large the
how
flush
much
would be,
water?
or a dial and a button. Turn
Oh,
the dial
okay.
for small amount, more, and then full.
I mean, I see what you're saying, but
Right.
I always will go the small one.
Really?
100%.
I don't think I've ever pressed the small button.
What?
I don't in public bathrooms because I don't like the idea.
Yeah.
So I just hold it and then get very sick.
Yeah.
But I always press the big one because that's the big button. Why wouldn't I press the big button?
So then why do you have 2 buttons? Why not just make one big button? It's your house. You can put whatever you want in there.
They might be required in other countries for water efficiency. We just don't care about that in America.
It's your house. Just install it and don't tell anyone that there's a gigantic button. Make it bigger. Also, reverse the flushes. That's also very possible.
Ooh.
To just make the bigger one flush littler than the smaller one.
I think that might be more difficult than you're
And
assuming.
you just flip again, this is America. We can just set it ourselves. We can just decide what it is. Maybe you don't get decisions in other countries, but here we can very much decide.
Maybe
what
it's
our
because
flush
I've
is.
grown up in places where there's levels of water restriction. I half flush on number 2s.
Really?
I almost never use a full flush. Like, I could not tell you the last time I've used a full flush. I remember when I learned
crazy.
the rhyme, if it's yellow,
Right.
let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down. And I was at my mum's
I'm
work.
so sorry.
And I was like,
That I remember the first time I encountered this, and I hated it.
Like, I don't know, maybe 7 or 8.
Yeah.
And I was in an elevator with my mum and a woman who I found out was her boss. And I was like, Mum, check this out. If it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down.
What, and then you just said the rhyme?
Yeah, and then Mum's like, oh, that's great. That's great, shut up. She's like, I wish that glow stick took you.
There was a...
But yeah, you never heard that?
No.
Yeah. Right. So I remember the first time I went to a house where that was like the vibe. The vibe was like, why are you flushing if you're only peeing? And I remember I was in the bathroom, and like when I walked out, like the mom was standing outside the bathroom. I was like, oh, did you like flush in there? And I was like, and I washed my hands, because I was assuming that's where this was going. Like,
Yeah.
and my hands are washed. She's like, oh, well, like if you only go number 1, you don't have to flush it. And then I called my mom on their landline, because we didn't have cell phones back then. I called my mother. I want to leave. Get me out of here. I would like to go. I am uncomfortable.
Y'all are out here not flushing?
All of a sudden now you start smelling things in the house you never smelled before. You start seeing dirt in places you didn't know there was dirt, and you're like, I can't be here anymore. I called my mom on there. I wouldn't use their phone with the little stringy attached to it in the kitchen.
It can't possibly save you that much on your water bill.
And I told my mom I want to go home, and she didn't ask any questions. She was just like, I'll be there in 10 minutes.
So that's what it was. I was thinking the let it mellow meant like just use the little flush, but it means don't flush.
There used to not be a little flush, by the way. Like in America, we had one flush for all things.
Yeah.
So-
I mean, most places still
So if
only
you had
have
a
one
full
flush.
10-gallon tank, which I don't know how many people have that much water there, it would flush the whole thing. Some people will go so far because they didn't have a little flush, they would fill a little water thing separately, and they would use that, and they would manually flush the toilet by dumping it in.
Huh.
To save on the water bill, a couple cents.
Huh.
Yep. Not so funny now, is it? Not so funny now.
So upsetting.
There was a time we were on tank water, and we used to have a saying, if it's yellow, say goodbye, fellow. If it's brown, let it stick around. No flush for number 2. Big flush for number 1. Ad time.
What does the VPN in NordVPN stand for?
An ancient society has kept this knowledge hidden for millennia.
Or at least, that's what my archaeologist grandfather told me. Behold, Nordboy, one of the Nord
Nordboy.
Ruins' many puzzles. See how it reroutes my data.
That's kind of cool.
Whoa.
That was actually
You
kind of
just
cool.
opened the Theodore Roosevelt. Where are we going, Nordman?
With
so
NordVPN servers all over the globe, anywhere the clues lead. Look,
Hey,
on the
put
back
pants
of the
on 'em.
Statue of David.
Release that peen immediately.
Give me your UV light. It's a message from the founding
I would
fathers.
watch this.
With this, we could get the international Netflix catalog, and a whole bunch of other geo-locked streaming content like BBC iPlayer and Japanese DTV. All the clues are lining up with the next solar eclipse. We gotta get to the Tomb of the
This is
Unknown
cool.
Soldier before this exclusive deal expires. Uh-oh, it's the Society of
God
Online
damn.
Marketers. We've been trying to
they're
track
gonna
your
stop
every
us.
step,
Guns are
Nordman. They want to make an online profile of our web traffic so they can target us with advertising. And I can't let that
I'm
happen.
learning so much.
Is that what I think it is?
Martin Luther King Jr.'s Dreamcatcher.
Yo, that's fire. This movie is fire.
Post Black History
Bro,
Month, I'm
Theodore
crying.
Roosevelt's vault, the statue of David, and Martin Luther King Jr. all wrapped into one movie?
I love it.
With the boy, what's that guy's name? Ford something?
Who?
That guy who plays the dude with the whip. Whoosh. That's not Gerald Ford.
Harrison Ford?
Harrison Ford. That's not him. Harrison Ford in the new movie, Martin Luther King's Dream.
You say Gerald Ford?
Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. And then who plays the kid?
Oh my god.
Give me a kid actor who plays the kid.
I don't know any kid actors.
Come on, Gerald Ford and who? Playing the kid to travel the world. Just give me one name so we can move on from this bit. Jesus.
Jimothy Stevens.
Jimothy Stevens, whoever the fuck that is. What a stupid name. Dumb name. All right, on we go. That'd be fire, bro. I'd watch this whole movie. We love these kind of films, by the way.
Absolutely. I love a bad action movie.
Dude, they're so good.
Don't let go, Nordman!
I wasn't going
Gerald
to.
Ford. Let it
The
go,
eclipse is
child.
happening now. The
Timothy
ancient riddle.
Chalamet.
Virtual, private. We've got 2 of 3.
What could the N stand for, Nordman?
Ooh.
I'm afraid to find out.
From the producers of Nord Shank. We've
Nah,
got
not
2
enough.
of 3.
What could the N stand for, Nordman?
I'm afraid to find out.
From the producers of Nord Shank Redemption and director Christopher Nordlin. I'm afraid your adventure stops here, Nordman.
Maybe that a
Hand
gun was
over
in.
Harriet Tubman's cipher, or I'll shoot the boy.
Harriet Tubman cipher, bro. This is the fact that wasn't a little train. You really missed an opportunity to make that like a little train.
Or I'll shoot the boy. This temple had its IP address exposed. It's gonna collapse.
The key to the cipher. It's on your grandfather's old pocket watch, which he gave you on his deathbed in his will before he died.
Nice.
If it was known, it would mean the end of civilization itself.
Damn.
Oh, network.
Ah,
It's network.
got it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, I thought it would be.
Nordschmoo treason. So get NordVPN today. Go to nordvpn.com/incognito to get a huge deal on a 2-year plan plus 4 bonus months.
Yo, I will
That was
watch.
fantastic.
I watched that movie twice, bro. I will show my grandmother that movie, bro.
I think that's the best one in a while.
That is the best one in a while.
Which is not to rag on the other, because all of the ads are good
Nah,
all
this
of
was
the
another
time.
level.
But this was fantastic.
Martin Luther King's Dreamcatcher is a bar.
Are
That's a.
Are we just being partial to it because he involved black people?
I didn't know he knew this much Black history. I didn't know he knew that. Who taught him who Harriet Tubman is?
I'm crying.
I'm just asking. How would he figure that out?
Do they talk about Harriet Tubman in Australian
Bro, that's
schools?
comedy, bro. That is so funny.
MRI machines
I had
are
to get
fake.
some MRIs a while back. They were really long. It was like an hour and a half. I'm in this f***ing machine, so it was
What's
like
wrong? What happened?
really boring.
Did you not have a
That's just
phone?
how long they take, I
No,
think.
but they gave us headphones.
I just want to know why he needed it. And the way they drew that little character on his face, he's got like a slightly concerned look on his face the whole time. So like,
Yeah.
what happened to you, buddy?
Which played music. The guy was like, "What kind of music do you listen to?" And I was like,
Megan Thee
"Oh, I mean, I
Stallion.
usually mostly listen to like video game stuff." So he's like, "All right." So he goes, "Fuck, this is already making me laugh." So he goes on YouTube Music and types in "video game music playlist," and he's like, "What does this look all right?" Now it was a bunch of like Undertale and stuff. So he puts it on.
Yeah.
Puts me on the table.
Oh, yeah.
And he puts the headphones on, locks my head in, and the music starts playing, and it's the Skyrim main theme song. Just imagine this mental image of me getting fed into an MRI machine while it's Novagin. That was very
so
funny.
good.
But later on, when I came out of the machine, he was like, "Oh, how's the music going?" And I was like, "Yeah, no, it's great. It played some stuff from Shin Megami Tensei 4, which it
Hell
did."
yeah.
Oh, that's
And
a
he
vibe.
goes, "Yeah, and Donkey Kong."
Oh, now that's relatable.
Well, okay, the point of the MRI story was not the Dovahkiin music. The point is that you're in there for like an hour and a half, and it's just making a bunch of really loud noises, but you can't see anything happening.
Was it an MRI of your head?
That was my whole spine.
Your whole
Golly,
spine.
what's wrong with
It's
your
crazy
spine?
technology. No,
It
fuck
is.
you been
It
doing?
is. Do you reckon it's real?
MRIs. No, I reckon they just put you in and then they just get someone in Blender and they just like put together a spine and they're like, "Yeah, there it is."
Yes.
And they just make it all fucked up and they're like, "Oh yeah, they're gonna have to take your spine out, put your spine back in."
The Z.
You didn't drink any glow sticks when you were a kid, did you?
They do that before they put you in. It's like, you don't have any like metal piercings, any tattoos, da da da. You didn't drink any glow sticks when you were 4, did you? No, man. Have you ever had an MRI before?
Yeah, actually, my doctor was worried I might be just like
too smart.
Or too handsome.
Yeah, and so they had to take a whole bunch of scans, and they were like, what's going on? These numbers are off the charts. And they were seeing like parts glowing and stuff, and they're like, I think this guy's using more than 10%.
There's actually no problems at all. You might be the most healthy and handsome man we've ever scanned. Can you sign this document? Just a release form. I'm like, anything for a fan.
You have to have an MRI.
Several.
Yeah, for your knee.
Yeah, had a knee MRI.
Oh, what were you talking about?
Shoulder injury.
Oh, I wasn't around for that,
No.
so I always forget.
Numbness.
Yeah.
Whole thing's numb. Can't feel a thing. Not even feelings.
I've never had to have an MRI. I've never had to have any kind of major anything. The most extreme surgery I ever had was my wisdom tooth removal.
That was pretty funny, too. That was a pretty funny one. You kept talking to the lady about when you got engaged at Disneyland.
No, when her nieces got engaged at Disneyland. I did not get engaged at Disneyland because I'm not a basic bitch. Is that potentially a paraphrase of what I said to the lady?
My bad. But it's good to know that you're Tony Ferguson the situation where you agree with your inebriated self. Because that's exactly what Tony did, and that's exactly what you're doing. Shouts out to you. Shouts out to Tony where your kid's at Ferguson.
I did accidentally tell that. Like, it's one of those things where it was like, it was a thought, right? It was an inside thought that while I was on the freaking laughing gas, whatever, not laughing gas because I was asleep, while I was on the sedation, it became an outside thought. I would typically never actually say that to anybody.
She
I
was
would just
wheeling
think
her
it and move
outside,
on.
and she just kept laughing at this girl's engagement.
It was because both of her nieces, both of them got engaged at the same spot in Disneyland, like at the same time of year, basically. Like, come on.
Do you remember your nonsensical ramblings as we drove home?
No.
She's just like sitting in the seat, just like, am I gonna be okay? Like, yeah, you're gonna be fine. I'm so sleepy. Then go to bed. My mouth hurts. Yeah, don't remove the cotton. Is it bleeding? Don't look at it. I think it might be bleeding. Putting you down for bed was such a pain. Getting you upstairs was such a pain. Getting you to stop talking was such a... My mouth hurts. Yeah, stop talking. It's because you keep talking. You've been talking the whole time. But my mouth hurts. I know. I know it hurts because you're talking. Did they take my tooth out? Yes, that's what you were there for. All right, let's do it. Moon conspiracies. I have no conspiracies about the moon. I just think it's not that interesting. We should stop spending money on it.
Ooh, okay. I like that.
I think we funnel a lot of our black budget into fake space stuff. I think that we just like, oh, we're going to spend this much million on a plane. And it's just like guns.
Yeah.
Bombs.
Yeah.
Subjugating native peoples.
What else would we do?
What do you think about space? I like it.
I honestly don't. Perhaps we went to the moon, but I think the footage we have isn't real.
Oh,
I think they went to Mars and filmed it there.
Just because the lighting was better?
Yeah, we don't have the technology.
They just color correct.
Yeah.
We didn't make it to the moon, but we did make it to Mars.
It's so stupid.
That's nuts.
We want to lie about going to the moon so we go somewhere farther, more difficult.
Honestly, that makes a lot more sense. Because they were going to do it on Venus, but when they tried to green screen it out, it just, yeah.
Because they're not directors, so they would just be there with the f***ing cat. Like, they don't know to hold it in, like, widescreen mode. They're, like, there with their phone, doing vertical.
Can you imagine Neil Armstrong's up there with the camera, and he doesn't realize he's actually got it on selfie camera, and he's just like, yeah, check this out. It's just on selfie camera.
They had to reconstruct it off the reflections from his
reflection.
So there's the three. There's Armstrong,
Buzz Lightyear,
and Andrew Collins.
I'm just going to say third astronaut, in case his name, Michael Collins. Nice one, Egghead. Oh, he's dead. That's a shame.
He died on the moon.
Yeah, they'll have to leave him there.
Why are you
Look, here's a picture of Michael Collins meeting President Trump.
Oh, really?
That's nice.
It's horrified.
Some say it was his greatest achievement.
His greatest achievement.
Why is... Okay, this
about
is...
Pence?
Achievement.
Yes.
Yeah, look at
Why is he...
Pence looks like they're about to harvest his soul, bro.
Why is Pence looking at him like
He's got such a devious face.
Look at his hand. Why is he like?
Pence is. He's got such a scheming face,
I'm
bro.
crying.
I love it.
Also, this lady in the background, what's happening? Like, what's
She did not know they
happening
were taking
here?
a photo. Actually, nobody here but Trump knew they were taking a photo.
Right.
He's the only one posing for the photo.
Yeah. Everything. He's covered up this guy. Who even knows what this guy looks like?
Saying, bro.
This man looks like he's in immense distress, and Pence is just looking very lovingly at Trump. You know, like
God.
he wants to wear Trump's skin here. Ew.
It's like, oh, so he's busy. We can get you Obama. No. Well, I mean, I like the idea if it's just like Trump like doesn't know who he is. He's like, oh yeah, wait, your Buzz's friend, Woody. That was my Trump impression. But like his expression looks like,
Oh, yeah, wow, he's seen some stuff.
Yeah.
I've got
On the moon.
something really important to tell you, Mr. President. You gotta know about the moon. There's a thing.
there's goblins on the moon.
I haven't told anyone before.
They took Neil and they took Buzz and they replaced him.
Oh, fuck.
And no one will listen to me.
Do you think he gets sick of the moon? Because there's nothing anyone wants to talk to him about except for the moon, right?
The moon, yeah.
Yeah.
I reckon he goes out at night and he sees the moon. He's like, oh, fuck off. What happens to werewolves on the moon? If you put a werewolf on the moon, does he just turn into a werewolf all the
Well,
time?
yeah, they're just werewolves all the time. Yeah.
Do they need
That was
spacesuits?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be scary.
That'd be really spooky.
What do you reckon's the scariest thing you could find on the moon?
The previous crew.
Apollo
That'd be fun.
1.
So you're on the moon.
Sorry, let me
Okay.
just pretend that the moon's real for a second. Okay, yeah, I'm on the moon. Go on.
You're bouncing around.
And it's great. You're having a good time. But
What if you bounce too high? Will you fall off? Can you fall off the moon?
No, you can't fall off the moon. What does it even mean?
I mean, I just think that it's like, what if it's like...
Where? Down space? Fall to the bottom of space?
Just like you can't fall off
Yeah,
the
I don't
earth.
know. Maybe
you
you
can't
fall off the moon. Maybe you
moon.
trip.
Can you fall off the moon?
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure the gravitational pull will keep
Of the
you
moon?
there.
I think that's the whole thing with the moon is like it's less gravity, right?
Right, but it's not so much less gravity that you can't that you're gonna get pulled off the moon.
I don't know if that's true.
Oh my god.
I think you could jump off the moon,
I
probably.
don't- you cannot.
Have you seen my ups on Earth? Imagine them on the moon
You
with less
could be
gravity.
Michael Jordan and you would not fall off
You
the moon.
think? You think I'm like Michael Jordan? Michael Jordan's like me,
Oh,
especially on the moon.
okay.
Yeah.
Trip and fumble, and you just got to sort of keep going. I think it's the angriest I've ever heard you. Do you reckon they started doing push-ups, and they're like, yeah, check this out. 150 push-ups. Easy.
Like one finger.
But he's doing it with his knees down.
How did they get this?
No, just film from the top half up.
What is this? How did they get that?
Film from the top half up.
How did they get
Part
this?
of me thinks, just part of me, deep in my soul thinks, I reckon you could fall off the moon.
All right.
What, you're just walking around normally, you just gotta be really careful.
God, I hope I don't fall.
Trip, and then...
It's over. You're dead. They're hiding fun stuff.
Okay.
When I was a kid, I read a book called The Blue Nowhere by Jeffrey Deaver.
Go on.
It's a deadly game of cat and mouse, where one guy is the world's greatest hacker, and the other one is a brilliant but tortured criminal investigator who's slightly new to the computing world, right? There's one point where they're having their hack off, and they're like, we gotta get into his mainframe, and then he's like, he's hacking into our mainframe at the same time, and they're going back and forth, who can counter-hack the best? And then it seems as though the hacker guy has kind of stopped. Maybe we did it, maybe we won. All of a sudden, the computer that they were hacking on explodes.
Okay.
God damn.
How did they do that?
Because the bad guy hacker managed to turn off all the cooling fans, and it just somehow exploded.
It just became a bomb. Just for
What I'm
no
trying to get
reason.
around to is, how come the NSA doesn't do cool shit like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's never
Right.
something cool like Watchdog, like hacking the bollards,
Yeah.
and I'm like, dude, bollard hack, activate.
Oh my god.
God.
In a world connected by Web 3.0, nothing is safe.
Imagine we like go to war with China, they press the button, and
Kevin
all the
Spacey.
bollards
Yeah.
go up at once.
Yes.
but then I've got a sweet motorbike and I can get between the bollards. So I'm driving on my sweet motorbike. I'm listening to Day and Night by Kid Cudi.
Cut the Skyrim.
Yeah.
You all know who Kid Cudi is? But you call him Kid Cudi?
Who told you about him? Who told you about this song? How did you hear about this? I just karate chopped this off your ear. Who told you about Kid Cudi?
Kid Cudi.
Cudi.
Why would that be his name?
Kid Cudi. You
He
pronounce
says
it.
it in the song, doesn't he?
He does say it several times throughout his entire career. But they're still talking about Day and Night, so, his career stops
Yeah, they're a little behind.
there. Yeah.
Skyrim theme play.
They're hacking all the traffic lights. They're turning them all red.
But I mean, I don't stop at red lights anyway. Nice try.
So next, they use up all the prepaid mobile data on your phone, and suddenly you can't connect to the internet.
And my plan doesn't reset until the 10th, so my hack gets cancelled.
My hack gets cancelled.
Which is hard because my other hand was already holding a beer, so now my hand's...
I love that idea. Just being at the NSA, the CIA headquarters. Stand down. Cancel the hack.
We need him working for us.
The thing is, you've got the movie version of hacking.
I'm getting hacked. This is major.
Just
And then you've got the real life version of hacking, which is much more boring.
I was wondering if you can take a look at a website I'm trying to get to.
Sure, what's the website?
By clicking that link, he's just given David full access to his computer.
We're on his computer right now.
Tedious.
But what if actually it is as fun as in the movies, and it's much more have you seen Swordfish?
Yeah.
You're spinning a cube around and you're going, the cipher is being decrypted.
Oh, yeah.
And you see the number going up. That would be so exciting. I think that's actually what hacking is like, and there's a deliberate move to pretend that it's not.
Why?
But why?
I heard that the underground, government, whatever, I heard that they actually have this big document that effectively has contingencies for a whole bunch of really strange scenarios.
Well, what kind of contingencies would it be? Like what happens if the president has a sore tummy today and he has to do an address?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And
I reckon it'd be it wouldn't be a...
Was that an AI? Was that an AI rendering of Donald Trump with a tummy ache?
I was just letting it go. I'm just like, how did we get this film? Where did this come from? Where did we receive this? Where did we receive this evidence from? Just an accurate depiction of him in agonizing stomach pain, by the way.
Crying. Look at the hair.
I know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And
I reckon it'd be it wouldn't be an easy, simple solution. It would be the most convoluted thing possible. It's all right, so we actually have a clone of him ready to go. So he can stay in bed. The clone can go out and do the speech.
Oh, yeah.
Wait a minute.
That's the plot of so
What
many
if you
kids shows.
cloned Trump?
Sure.
Then dispatched with the original, would the clone still be president?
Would he still want to be president?
Oh.
Good ass question.
You'd be like, whoa, wait a minute. Maybe it's my chance to be my own guy.
Hookers and blow. If you think a clone wouldn't take a chance for hookers and blow, you're fucking delusional.
I was going to say Trump already does that, but his clone has probably never partaken. So
Trump is probably on the backside of hookers and blow. He's probably like women conversation and Adderall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
His tummy can't handle the upset that comes from the blow. And who needs sex when you're impotent? You need a good conversation and some tummy relaxers.
The fucking feds are going to come to our house.
Not for that. That's a pretty innocuous and accurate statement about the state of his age. He old.
He's just old.
He old. If hookers show up, he's like, yeah, where's the Tums?
Does cocaine hurt your tummy?
I assume so. I assume every drug at some level hurts your tummy.
I never considered that.
If a steak burrito can give you a tummy ache, cocaine could definitely give you a tummy
Nobody
ache.
ever talks about that. Nobody's ever I dropped acid and then I was shitting myself.
My tummy hurt? Yeah.
Nobody ever talks about that. If any of you guys have experience with that, I would just like to know the side effects.
Give me a detailed listing of the alleged side effects that come. It doesn't include tummy ache.
Right.
What if he goes to sign the thing at the inauguration?
Yeah.
And some other guy runs in real fast and signs his name.
I'm pretty sure that just doesn't count.
What if you're swearing in the president and it's a woman and she's pregnant at the time? Is the baby also president?
No, I think
What if conjoined twins win the presidency?
one's president, one's vice president?
Yes.
That is an
Facts.
intriguing
That's
prospect.
fire.
Because they're not supposed to have the president and the vice president in the same room at the same time.
That sounds like
Stands
fake.
in the back.
No, it's true, because what if someone bombs the room? Then you lose both.
Yeah.
But what about all those pictures where it's like Obama and Biden hugging?
Did you know that Trump has never met with that other guy?
JD Vance.
Yes. They've never met. Because they can't ever be in the same room at the same time. It's illegal. They'd both be immediately. It is illegal.
It is illegal. Yeah, no. I actually had a girlfriend like that where we couldn't be in the... It was,
Oh, no. Oh, God.
What if
yeah.
Putin wanted to hang out with Trump like all the time, like be friends with him, and Trump was like, I don't want to be friends with you.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't leave. And so eventually he had to get a restraining order against him. But then
Totally got
Putin
a
was like,
restraining
well,
order.
you can't because I have diplomatic immunity.
Right.
Ooh, that is very intriguing.
What would you do?
It'd have to become a extra legal process where it's like, oh, yeah, hi.
Like asking this random guy, what would be your solution if Putin wanted to be your friend? You could get him a... yeah, okay.
Yeah, no, Donald's not feeling very well today. We're just putting him to bed, so you might have to just come back another day.
Just
dodging
play
him.
ball.
Oh, I've got it. Okay.
Yeah, go on.
I don't think there are any real restrictions on Air Force One.
Oh, yeah, okay, go on.
So is the president allowed to just fly around to wherever to get ice cream or whatever? Oh, you know what I mean? Like, okay, now stop here. Yeah, that was good. Now let's
Yeah,
stop
he
here.
literally-
Yes,
yeah,
let's stop
they
at this
literally
Ben and
can do
Jerry's.
Could be completely wrong. But when Air Force One goes somewhere, there's like two other identical Air Force Ones that are like also going. So it's like,
Yeah, I think so.
I reckon the
We have strayed so far away from fucking conspiracy theories. I like it. I'm enjoying this.
They're just like now riffing about the American government. And it's
Yeah.
kind of weird seeing other countries' view of our governorship,
Yeah.
you know?
limitation comes down to, mechanical constraint. Like, there's just not enough space for 3 planes at Ben and Jerry's.
Right.
Yeah, I
that's
suppose
the
it's the- yeah,
restriction
it's
that
the
we're dealing
landing.
with here. Yeah.
I asked that to, I sent a DM to Notch once, and I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever been on a private plane. Like, let's say you were going from New York to LA.
I've only been on
Are you
one-
allowed to
one.
just say mid-flight, hey, can you stop and we'll get ice cream? And
Did he reply?
he said nothing. He didn't reply. So I don't know. I actually don't know. I don't know. I've never been on a private plane. I don't know what the rules are.
I just want to clarify, did you actually message Notch that?
Yeah.
That's so funny, man.
It's basically an ad.
All right.
You know what we forgot to do? Who are you?
Oh, yeah. Hello, everyone.
It's Mr. B.
I'm
From Story Mode.
an editor.
Listen, we got Story Mode, we got other channel, right? It's got 2 problems. Number 1, not enough people do reactions. I go to YouTube, I go to reactions.
So we're gonna let him finish, but there is a conversation to be had about that.
Everybody react in main channel, Incognito. We're the Story Mode reactions. What the hell? Also,
putting the
other
pressure
problem.
on.
Story Mode, bad name. I'm changing it. Explained. I think that's a better name.
Okay.
Explained.
Yeah, I like it when people have to pronounce things funny. Have you noticed, like on main channel, like,
You
do you know why
bastard.
it's called The Virus Strikes Buck?
It took me literally till Skitten told me that it's not The Virus Strikes Back.
Yeah.
I just decided it was The Virus Strikes Back. She's
Yeah.
like, no, that is not what that says.
Not what it says.
The Virus Strikes Buck.
Yeah.
It means
Strikes.
nothing. It's just so that when I knew reaction channels and we're going to watch
So
them,
it's an
they
attack.
would pronounce it funny.
This is the very Strake's book. I
Wait,
can't.
what did
This
you say?
is the
Sorry,
very.
I was yelling,
We're gonna watch
sorry.
it.
This is you. It's back with that fish background that you
They would
made.
pronounce it funny.
This is the Varys Strax book.
Strike
Strake's
book.
book. I can't just read what he wrote, apparently.
And
look at you with the old chair. That's a blast from the past. This is the same person, by the way.
I'm crying.
That's good. He put you in.
Oh my God.
That's the fish background that you put together for your reactions. Look at that. That's so good.
it's just like funny to me that they'd have to. Anyway, point is, I like
so
explained
good.
better. I think it's.
Have you recovered yet? Have you recovered yet?
Oh my God.
Oh, man.
I was wearing that scarf because my hair looked so bad.
Yeah, I know. Be careful what you wear. That's your Ichigo shirt, by the way. You can't tell. That's a
I can't
bleach
fit that shirt no more.
Hey, your eye makeup's on point, though. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
That's so funny. Look how pretty you look there. Yeah.
Anyway, point is, I like explained
so
better.
funny.
I think it's better. Because then you know what you're getting.
But maybe some people haven't seen story mode.
Oh,
so
right. Well,
what are they getting?
To do, Nate heads off into the wasteland.
No spoilers. Sorry. No spoilers. Well, I don't want to spoiler. So here's the thing with story mode is it's all video games that Skitten has never played.
But I want to play.
So it's hard. It's a hard sell to do a reaction about a game. I don't want spoilers. Oh, definitely not for that one. But there's definitely one that I want to do.
I already know what you're going to say.
Which one? What am I going to say?
Life is Strange.
Yeah. Life is Strange is one of my passionate games that I've been trying to get her to do a reaction to for a while. There was a small portion where she also wanted to play the game, so we kind of waited. But then we had Tekken tournaments we had to get ready for, so we never played the game. Now Monster Hunter's out, so I'm definitely not doing anything else.
Right.
But he wants it. He wants us to do reactions to it. He's begging for reactions to Explained. And the guy's here, Mr. B.
Okay.
Mr. B also wants it. He craves it.
Oh my God.
He's craving
You know
the
what?
Skitten.
You know what, internet historian?
Yeah.
I don't know your real name.
Imagine you drop his
I
full
would
government.
use it, but I don't have it. You drop a Mass Effect Explained.
Ooh.
I'll react to it the hour that it drops.
Ooh.
It will be fucking hot off the presses, and I will react to that. But also, yes, we will do more Explained.
We are obviously very clearly shooting less reactions this year than we did last year.
Yeah.
Right? Very clearly less is going out. But it's because just like when you watch a movie together, when you do a reaction with somebody, you're kind of locked in. Like you can't watch the next version without the other person.
Mm-hmm.
And so it kind of ties us in this weird, like, we got to play games together and then we got to watch these shows together and we got to do the reactions together.
Yeah, you can't finish the season of Demon Slayer without the person that you started the season of Demon Slayer with.
Because when I do it one time, it was only the tip. What are you be mad about? Wasn't even the full watch.
You finished the whole season!
I couldn't wait any longer.
It is the perfect background content.
Generally what happens is you'll come in, it's usually like 12:30 or something, you just woke up.
Yeah.
And you're like, I kind of just feel like watching video games today.
Yeah, I don't want to play it. But tell me what's happening.
I've been there.
Well, Indiana Jones is solving a puzzle in the temple.
What kind of puzzle?
He's got to pour holy wine down a drain to get pictures of Jesus.
Oh, this is too complicated. Skip this part.
Oh no, but we need to do it.
Do some sound effects with your mouth. Make it more funny.
And then you like throw an empty beer bottle at me. Yeah, it's
Oh
crazy.
my God. Oh
That's
my
the
God.
conspiracy.
Oh, God. His poor editor, bro. Hey, man, sounds like you guys have a good relationship. Shouts out to you. Skitten, how'd you enjoy being here?
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
The targeted call out was
That's
crazy.
so good.
That was nuts.
Look at the love. Where are you at? That's such a random video to pick, too.
It's so old.
Yeah. So, Skitten will read what you write. I have optional dyslexia where I will just make up what I think it should say and then confidently move on anyways.
Words mean things.
Unless they don't. And I go, I don't get the joke. I don't want to read that. But yeah, we'll definitely do it, man. I'm down. I'm so fucking down, dude. It's just like I'm down to do everything all the time.
Yeah.
So, you know, we go to fights, you know, we go downtown, we hang out with family. I've been chilling with my grandmother lately.
Yep.
I got her this little bike, and now she rides like a little bike after her hip surgery. I've been obsessed with that. Then I'm down to shoot these vids.
We recently started watching Scrabble videos on
my
YouTube, like competitive Scrabble.
I've been meaning to talk about this, but that's not for another time. But that shit been making me mad.
Bruh.
I'll see y'all in the next one. Thanks for joining us. Shouts out to the historians. Her historian is my favorite. We'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.